Hey there, Monster Gardeners. Today I am here to show you a new product to our lineup that is nothing short of outstanding and amazing. What I'm talking about are the Genesis DE lamps. Very cool product, proprietary gas blend and arc tube that is singular to this brand. And initial studies done by a company down in Southern California called Light Laboratories tells us that this lamp is at least 2 to 3% more output than even the Philips Green Power that was formerly coming in the Vita fixture. This is a direct replacement lamp and in many places an upgrade for PL, if you're lucky enough to get your hands on it. Gavita, ePapillon, Phantom, the list goes on and on. Any double-ended fixture could benefit from the use of this lamp, and well. You may have seen a lot of double-ended lamps and you may be thinking to yourself that there is really no substantial difference between one amongst the other. And that's just not true. There are a number of our competitors out there that are selling these lamps that are claiming that they are a true 2100 micromole output lamp that are not. And a lot of them have been referred to in the forums as street lamps, although you would never ever see a double-ended lamp in a street lamp. Again, these are a direct replacement for PL lighting, Gavita, ePapillon, Phantom. Any of the double-ended fixtures out there will benefit from the use of this lamp. Now, a couple of things to remember aside from the proprietary gas blend and arc tube, which are inside here, which Genesis took a very painstaking and long drawn-out process in order to find. You'll notice also that it has 2 getters inside there. You'll hear a lot of people on the forums talking about some of the less expensive or maybe less reputable lamps on the market, and they'll refer to them as street lights or something like that. Although they're way off base in saying that a lamp like this would ever be in a street light, because it just won't. The replacement cost is just too great. Most municipalities are looking towards LEDs because they're not growing plants. What they're referring to is the fact that some of these lamps have no getter at all, or even just one on one side. When it only has one getter like that, the orientation of it is supposed to be towards closest to ballast. And people often ask, well, what about the nipple? What orientation does that go at? With this lamp, it really isn't going to make a huge difference at all. You're not going to see any difference, at least our testing has shown thus, that it's not going to make any difference in terms of micromole output or the spread of the fixture. That has a lot more to do with the reflector that's on there than the lamp that goes inside there. However, putting a high quality lamp like this into a reflector is going to give you the optimal chance to get those really big yields that you're hearing so many people talk about. So, a few things to note about this lamp that make it head and shoulders above the others. Proprietary arc tube gas blend. Spectrum, which features more reds and blues in it, both UVA and UVB. Because it is struck from both ends, double-ended lamps are much more efficient. Let's turn it on and see what it looks like. So here we are in the Monster Gardens testing facility. Sans our spectrometer at the moment because I wanted to give you guys a better look at what the Genesis double-ended spectrum looks like within one of our PL lights here that we have at our testing facility. If you're lucky enough to get your hands on one of these, definitely the best thing on the market. What we're talking about here is that Genesis DE lamp. You can't see with the naked eye, and I would never recommend anybody look at one of these arc tubes or even go into a room like this without a good pair of safety glasses like that are specific to horticulture. These ones have a blue tint to them, so you can actually have a kind of a corrected view as to what's going on within your garden, not what you see, but what the light actually is doing. As you can see, this bulb has a little bit different of a spectrum than you're going to see in the Philips Green Power or any of the lamps that are coming in, let's say an ePapillon or Gavita or even a Nanolux. The spectrum of this light features a little bit more UVA, a little bit more UVB, about the same amount of greens, and more orange and red all across the spectrum. As you can see, this spectrum is very much different from that of a Genesis single-ended lamp. The amount of output that this thing puts out is absolutely astonishing. We do have it hung here right about 48 inches from the floor, and as you can see, it's starting to get pretty hot here. The lamps do put off a significant more amount of BTUs, more British thermal units than your standard mobile socket does. But what you have to pay for in terms of HVAC and what you get in terms of penetration are, the ends definitely justify the units in this case. This light penetrates so much more deeply into the canopy. As you can see, the light that comes off of it, even with the naked eye, you can see is very, very even, very, very uniform. When I take my glasses off, I can clearly see that this light is definitely penetrating. And it feels to me Now this is just a casual observation, mind you, that this fixture seems to put off a little bit less heat directly underneath the lamp than many of the other double-ended fixtures. And I think our testing results are going to back that up as well. And a lot of that has to do with, of course, the reflector that's on this particular fixture. That's not an indication of the lamp itself, but really the reflector that's on this fixture, which is very small. Genesis DE lamp. It is the pinnacle of DE technology. This lamp and many other fine products are available at monstergardens.com. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Hey there, Monster Gardeners. Today I am here to show you a new product to our lineup that is nothing short of outstanding and amazing. What I'm talking